it ain't over yet. I gotta sleep a little bit
Right, you're
longer.
right. The
Okay.
day is not.
Hi, everybody. This is the most pleasurable hour or half hour of not only Michelle's week, but my week also. Because I have to tell you the difference that my participation in what is called on Facebook, I am new now. Is that what it's called, Michelle?
I am brand new now.
Okay, I am brand new now on Facebook. Joining that Facebook page, joining the weekly Monday night weight loss support groups, joining the 90-minute twice a month writing class. It costs $25, so I could afford that even on my fixed income. It has made the difference in my being able to get still, stay steady, and do things that are consistent with improving my health and improving my weight loss. So, right now, we're going to have Michelle Petties, who is a guru in all things weight loss, all things nutrition, all things health and mindset and meditation. And tonight, we're going to talk about what do you need to unpack to ensure your success on your weight loss journey. So, without further ado, please welcome Miss Michelle Pettis.
DebraAnn, you warmed my heart really by talking about what your participation. I am brand new now has meant
Mhm,
to you. It just
mhm,
um, is such validation.
mhm.
That it is what you said, what you experience is what I know is my mission on this planet.
Mhm,
Why I was
mhm.
born. I heard that someone said this a while back. Um, There are the two most important days in your life: the day you were born
Mhm.
and the day you know why.
Yes.
And what I know is my why is this, is that I went through 40 years of emotional overeating, yo-yo dieting, stress eating, suffering with binges and cravings. I went through 40 years of that, gaining and
Mhm,
losing over 700 pounds.
mhm.
And I went through it so that I could learn the lessons and share what I learned so that no one else has to struggle like I struggled.
And
And
we
I
have
am,
been here struggling until we met someone who has done it, who proved to us that we can do it. Amidst, oh, I'm going to go get the weight loss surgery. Amidst, oh, I'm going to take this shot. Amidst, I'm going to take this weight loss pill. Someone came along who said, it's not the weight loss story, the weight loss, got to lose some weight. It's the story behind the weight loss.
right.
And in that, we learn to sit in it. Go to counseling if you must, but you're still going to have to learn to sit still and then evoke that emotional maturity and then just keep trying and never say another negative word about it.
Yes, yes,
Never say another negative. Everybody, it's 100 million people who are obese and overweight in the U.S. alone. Now we also have a couple with that 100 million, and that's the statistic: 100 million who have blood pressure issues. Now, coupled with that, many, many more who have cholesterol issues. These things go hand in hand. There are those who have diabetes, and then there are those who do not, who won't ever have diabetes because because you just don't have diabetes. You won't have it because of your genetic makeup. However, if you keep taking them pills, you're gonna need to go on a kidney transplant. So I interrupt you to say we've been struggling along, and just an invitation to join the support group.
yeah, yeah.
Join the support group.
Just
That's
join. That's all it is. I mean, just join. Just show up.
hmm
Just
yeah.
show up. and just show up wherever you are. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to come on screen if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to participate if you don't want to. You can just come to the group
Mm-hmm.
and listen with your camera off.
Yes.
And the reason that we offer like these levels of participation, because everybody is at different places on their journey, and no matter where you are on your journey, you can either be in support or you need support. You can share. I mean, there is value. There is value, tremendous value in sharing and in listening,
Yes.
because we when we share our story, those that are listening get to see that they aren't the only ones, right? That
Yes.
are have this challenge or have this struggle, but they also get to see that victory is possible, that it's
Yes.
possible to overcome. So we're sharing the mountaintops, and sharing the valleys. And then when you just listen for the people that are sharing, sometimes we just want to be heard. We just want somebody to hear us that understands. We don't even need anybody to comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need that. We just want to be able to say our piece.
Amen.
We want to say our piece, because for so long, many of us were told that our voices don't matter, that what we
Mm-hmm.
say doesn't matter. And just because we
Mm-hmm.
don't have an outlet or a platform to say it doesn't mean that those words aren't, and the need to express those words aren't inside of us, that need isn't inside of us. And the pain of keeping that which is inside of you that needs to be expressed, sometimes the only way we know how to deal with that pain is finding pleasure in eating, because
Mm-hmm.
we don't know how to find pleasure anyplace else. We don't know how to find relief from the discomfort of needing to express ourselves when we can't, when we're stifled, when we don't know how, when we don't think that we're going to be heard or appreciated, when we think that we're going to be ridiculed, when we think that we're going to be ashamed. The the pain of holding that in when it needs to come out is sometimes unbearable. When you don't know what to do with it. And it's so easy to turn to the pleasure that certain stuff that masquerades as food, right?
Yes.
That it's
My
not.
I work out. I train. I go to personal trainer, and the young lady who is also with me, she's very thin, and she said that she has problems with eating too much. And I told her that that's called skinny fat, and I encouraged her. So we're suffering on the obesity side and on the less obesity side because of what society is doing to us with the food. And
Yeah,
so as you teach us how to begin to handle unpacking, I say that we're going to have to be courageous and know that we want to lose weight. We want to get healthy.
yeah, yeah.
And the thing that, one of the things I felt early on is we would talk about maybe something that stressed you out from your childhood. And I would say, you know, well, they don't even care. And the truth is, we're going to have to say, even if it was father, mother, sister, brother, church member, they may not care. That doesn't mean that you're not important, and it doesn't mean that you have to eat about it. So this is where the emotional intelligence comes in. What it is just what it is.
Hmm.
That's just what's called life. It's not uncommon to every single thing. Hey, Sabrina Crawford, every single body in the whole wide world have something to deal with that's just that debilitating.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Mhm.
so it's just part of acceptance, part of life, and it is going to be okay.
Mhm. It is going to be okay.
It is going to be okay. It doesn't mean you're not valid. It doesn't mean you don't count. It means we're going to work on our weight loss.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we're going to speak faith filled positive words. That's the other thing. I really don't need you. You can speak about what happened to you, can. But let's end the conversation with your manifestation goals, your vision. And I want to share something with you if I can, and you continue to help me unpack. People always say to me, "Oh, you're so happy." I say, "No, I'm not so happy. I just smile all the time." But the other day, I sit in the pool because I had to announce my weight loss. I said, "Now, if you want to make me happy, I'm gonna need some smaller clothes because as soon as I lose 20 more pounds, my clothes gonna fall completely off of me." So two or three of the ladies, now what size you need? I need a 4X, and I need a 3X and 2X. And then, and then I talked to another sister who's not even big at all, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna need some size 10s, 12s, and 14s. Never have I ever planned that far ahead. I'm gonna need a size 9 shoe or 11 regular. Never have I uh, planned in that far advance. I am going to That's amazing to me. I said I wanted to lose 75 pounds. Well, it's 86 pounds. I thought I really couldn't lose weight because my coach told me I could eat potatoes. And I'm that kind of girl. If you tell me something, I'm gonna take you forward. I've been eating me some potatoes, you hear me? So unpacking means now, and remember, for years and years and years, I could lose only 40 pounds at a time. Then I lost 65 pounds. But never had I even thought about I'm 14 pounds away from losing 100 pounds. That's amazing to me. I told my insurance, I told the lady, I said, "Look here, don't advocate for me a home health care worker. I'm done with that.
Girl, girl.
I'm done with that.
Oh,
I just need some money to pay a housekeeper every now and then, come in deep clean. That's all." And
there.
I'm still really, really fat, but I feel good.
I, girl. So the, you are what you are is really, really on your way.
And my blood pressure is normal today.
What
The
you are
doctor
is
wanted to increase my blood pressure last week. I'm like, he already know. He gonna Well, I know you're gonna want to use your food to know that.
so. So here's Deborah. Right now, there is you are so strong on your visualization, right?
Yes.
You're so strong on your future self. You are
Yes.
so strong on the just the very first step of being brand new, which is beginning and believing, right?
Yes.
You have got you have
And
got that
marrying
now.
me a rich husband to take me to Tanzania.
Yeah, you know what?
Or two
You can
boyfriends, either way.
you know, or manifesting that for yourself and taking your own self, right?
Oh, no. No independent women. Shoot fly independent women. I want a
Okay.
man to
Oh,
take me.
okay. Okay. All right. You want the joy that comes from having somebody do it for you. I get
There
it.
you go.
I get it.
Companionship.
That joy. But
Eve
I
didn't
would
go by herself. Neither did Sarah.
here. I get it. I get it. The joy of having somebody else do it for you.
Exactly.
That's a special kind of joy. But
Yeah.
the other thing I want to just acknowledge that you said and talked about, and that is 14 pounds away from 100 pounds,
Yeah.
and the ordering of the size or the getting the size 12 and the size 14 and getting the size 16 and 18 and being able to see that and know what that feels like. That that visualization, that
Mhm.
story is what that's what propels you forward. That's what propels all of us forward, is to have that that vision that
Yes.
that we're choosing, because
Yes.
your choice every day is that,
Yes.
is your end game, is what you see. And
Yes.
once you get that crystal clear in your mind, that where you are right now, what you are, you say, I'm still really fat. What you are is really, really on your way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an affirmation for you. To I
Mm-hmm.
am What you are is, I am really, really on my way. Every
Yes.
day, every day you're leaving some of this extra weight behind.
Yes.
You are leaving it in the dust. And
Yes.
that's that's who you are. I am DebraAnnMatthews, leaving this extra weight behind and moving closer to my goal every day. That's what I'm still doing.
Yes.
I see that, and I'm so delighted and so proud, and just you know happy that you're a brand Nubian.
That's right. And even if I now I've been okay, I listened to this lecture by Dr. Mindy, and she said people who are over 200 need to fast for 36-hour increments. So this is my third, maybe Sunday will be my third set of 36 hours. So 36-hour fasting, 12 hours eat, 24-hour fasting. I made this up. 12 hours eat, 36-hour fasting, 12 hours eat. So even with that, it's okay. Get some minerals in there, get some water. And on top of that, I'm going to work on this gout. And I told my coach, I said, Coach, next month I ain't eating no meat. He said, well, you got to get your, I said, I don't care what I got to do. He said, you got to make sure you get your protein. We're going to figure it out between now and November 1st. Of course, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, I'm going to eat. But next month, I'm not eating no meat because I need to clear my body out. I need to deal with this cholesterol. I need to deal with this gout. And I think they just give you gout if you have arthritis issues just so they can get some money for saying you have gout. I mean, I don't know. But I'm
Right.
not gonna be the one to find out because last week I haven't even been on this new blood pressure medicine a month and he wanted to increase it without giving
Mhm.
it a fair chance.
Mhm.
But that's his
Mhm.
business. My
Mhm.
business is to do what I can do, and even if just to say I want to be well. If I tell my brain I want to be well, my body's gonna say she's well. If
Mhm.
I tell my left leg is bothering me right now, but I'm like, left leg, you well? I got me some cherry juice.
Mhm.
I asked people to join me in the lemon juice. I can't put no lemon juice in no water, but I'm gonna keep working until I can.
Mhm.
And I came home early today to just get together and rest a little bit more because I've been mistreated for the last week. I spoke up, I said my piece, but I don't have to entertain being mistreated. Who has to do that? I got a whole house
Mhm.
I can come to.
Mhm.
This is what I'm saying. Those of us who are obese, it's something emotional going on that isn't isn't comfortable.
Mhm.
So you want to lose weight and you don't know what to do. That's what the people on Facebook, I've been tagging, they've been saying, I'm desperate. Please help me. I need that. I need something. Because we are desperate.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
women feel comfortable with women coaching them. I feel comfortable with men too if he's the right leader, like a military man, he's the right leader. So sometimes we feel comfortable when we see another woman. So we're here to say as we unpack what we need to lose weight, we need a positive attitude. Would you not say that's the truth? Are we stuck, Michelle? We might be stuck. We may be stuck. So comment in the make write in the comments what do you think you need to unpack to help you with your weight loss journey. I gotta see if I can pull Michelle's book. It should be right here by me. But she has a fabulous book that is amazing and encouraging. And I don't see it. I usually keep it right here on the bed. Okay. So she's going to come back to us. Tonight's topic is, what do we need to unpack to ensure success on our weight loss journey? So it may be that we got disconnected. So let's see if we can't connect her again. No, we can't. I don't want to remove her. I want to connect her. Okay, y'all. So we have lost Michelle, but let me tell you about what she has to offer. She felt dedicated to this topic, and she's actually been invited to travel all over the world to speak on this. The plan that Michelle proposes is to write your way to your right weight loss. And what that means is we learn about meditation, calming down, calming our brain. And y'all know our brains be all over the place, all over the place. And then we have a support group on Mondays. Everybody gets to speak, or if you don't want to speak, you don't have to. Talk about your wins, your disappointments, and things like that. Oh, wonderful. Oh, welcome, Yvette. Our guest speaker got booted off some kind of way, but I'm just going over what we have to offer to encourage those of us in our weight loss journey. And Yvette, we're so happy you're here. So, on 2 Saturdays out of the month, for 90 minutes, we have a class that's called Write Your Way to Your Right Weight Loss. And that is so exciting because we get to write, and we get to write down different things that help us in our journey. And what this does is, when you begin awareness of something that impacts your weight loss, you have to just sit in. You just sit still. Just sit still. And the more you learn to sit still, the less you're going to eat about it. And that's what's exciting. Michelle also has a 52 week program as well to help those who really want to deep dive. I'm getting ready to join that 52-week group because I lost 33 pounds last year. After I lost it, I was overeating for like 4 months, just eating popcorn every day, just stressed out. And then I kept working on it, just kept working on it, just kept working on it. I lost 13 pounds 1 month, 4.3 pounds the next month. Then this time I lost 33 pounds. And so that's like 51.2 pounds, and then that's like 86 pounds. There we go. She coming back. Welcome back. So I'm telling them about the groups that we have. And earlier this year, someone invited me to come into this weight loss support group. Yvette, please ask a question. Yvette is a new member of our channel. And as I began to come and learn and listen and believe and try out, I couldn't steady my mind, but I can do it a little bit now. And what I learned is that going to work out, going to physical therapy, I love taking classes on health and wellness. All of that all together just helped me. Earlier in the year, I couldn't eat a salad, so I would buy the prepaid salads at Sam's Club. And now Publix, for 3 or 4 months, they've had buy one get one free mixed salads of all kinds. So that's going to be what they have, and that's going to be what I eat. So that leaves me only having to deal with my protein and my carbs. So it has given me peace. It's given me strength. It's given me nutrition, and it's given me interest. I can be asleep and I'll hear a lecture about health and wellness that makes sense, and I'll wake up and start taking notes. And that's because once I realized and learned and got affirmed that it's not my fault, that all of these marketers, the one commentator, he's from the UK, he said he come to the US, there's nothing he can buy in the store, in the convenience store, except water. Nothing. Not
Nothing.
one thing.
That's right.
And
That's right.
so that makes
That's
sense.
right.
That makes sense. And I was listening. I wanted to share this with you, Michelle. I was watching the people say, "Get ready with me" on YouTube. Well, get ready with me to go to brunch.
Get ready
Okay.
with me. What?
She says, Queen, did you have surgery or oh the get ready with me? They're going to brunch. So you
Uh-huh.
said you encouraged us to find something to do other than eat.
Yes. Yes.
And so that's been something on my mind. I'm going to we're going to celebrate someone coming home after having a big he fell from a utility pole. So we're going to do
Mhm.
potluck. So I'm bringing salad. So I
Mhm.
said, we're going to celebrate, but for a short period of time. Tonight,
So
go ahead.
yeah, I want to go back to what you said about um find ways to celebrate other than eat, other than brunch. Now, I used to be the brunch queen. I mean,
Not the brunch queen.
I was a brunch queen. I was the brunch queen. Sometimes I'd go to I on the weekends I'd go to 4 brunches, 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. And
Okay.
and I'm not saying that I don't ever go to brunch now. I do, right? But I go with a different intention, with a different mindset, with a different understanding. In the old days, going to brunch for me was entertainment. It was an activity, right? It was how I celebrated the weekend, right? It was how I
Mhm.
connected with my friends. It was all of that.
Mhm.
Um, but when you go, you know, when you go to brunch, when you go to any of these places, when you're going out to eat, you can go out to eat and be social and be celebrate, but be sure you're going because you are hungry. Be
Yes.
sure that you're going, and while you're there, what you're eating is nutritious and nourishing. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina right now, and yesterday I was at the airport to get a flight here. I'm down here helping my one of my childhood friends celebrate her birthday.
Mhm.
I went to and sat at the bar, and if anybody ever sees me sitting at a bar with a drink, I can tell you what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a club soda with a splash of pineapple juice and a special splash of cranberry juice. That's what
Mhm.
I have in my glass. So I sat there at the airport, and the bartender asked me what I wanted to drink, and I told him I wanted that, and he got it. And then he kind of walked around, and then he came back to me, and he said to me, "Are you hungry?"
Mhm.
He asked me, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And he walked away. I took a picture of him, and I said, and his name was Jamal. I
Uh huh.
forget what restaurant he was working in at the airport. I said, "Jamal, I want to take a picture of you, and I want to ask you about that question that you asked me." And he said, "What?" And I said, I used to be a server myself. I have been eating out in restaurants for the past 50 years. I have never had a server ask me, "Are you hungry?"
Mhm.
They have just said, they were just on a mission like I was, which was to drive my ticket up. What kind of appetizer would you like? The assumption. We have
Yeah.
an artichoke dip, and we got a spinach dip, and we got a fried mozzarella stick. Which one of those would you like? Then are we gonna have it bringing out the dessert tray? No, not once have they ever said, "Are
Are
you
you hungry?
hungry?" And
Yes.
that is the question that we have to ask our own selves, and give ourselves an opportunity to answer that. Are you
Yes.
are you hungry? Are you really hungry? Is it hunger, or is it something
Something
else?
else.
Am I
Yes.
am I lonely? Am I tired? Am I frustrated? Am I caught up in the moment? Is everybody eating and I want to join in because I don't want to feel left out? Is it
Mhm.
that? Is it
Mhm.
is it because it's free? Because it's
Okay.
here? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want
Okay.
to turn down free food, right?
Mhm.
What what
Okay.
what reason what reason is it to go to a brunch or a buffet and come back to the table and have 3 plates of food sitting in front of you?
Exactly.
That's not about hunger. That's about excess. That that
Exactly.
that that is about not really truly understanding what the purpose of food is, which is nourishment and nutrition. Not how much of this can I eat. I, not
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get my money's worth,
Money's worth.
right?
Yes. See, it's opposite. Almost everything is opposite. And
Yeah.
although it seemed like, I'm gonna tell you something that's big now. Black men needing mental health counseling. That sounds
Mhm.
so good. But in 25 years, they're gonna find out the reason behind that is there's probably a new medication that the farmer want to give to black men so they can make more money or something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
There's always a story behind it.
and now that we are on this side of it, what we want to be encouraged to know is that there is absolutely no reason why we can't plant a seed in the dirt, let it grow, and let it feed us. There is no reason for you to modify. I did learn that naturally seeds germinate and GMO themselves because if two of them mix
Mm,
together through the wind, or if one bird eat the fruit and the seed come out, then it's gonna drop where it's gonna drop. So that's natural, but there is absolutely no reason for this society to make up food. There's no reason for it.
mm. Oh,
And that's
there is
okay.
profit.
And until you get it in your brain that the reason that we think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day is because Kellogg's brought out cornflakes and they wanted to encourage people to eat it. So that's why
Mhm.
people say if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's okay because we've lived long enough. Even if you've lived 12 years, that's long enough as a 12-year-old to say, let me do something different.
Yes. Yes. Let me do something different. And that is why, Deborah and you know this. Anybody that's coming into the brand new circle, whether it's
Yes.
being part of that group, whether it's part of the writing class,
Yes.
or it's part of my 52-week coaching program,
Yes.
I ask you to accept a couple of things. Is three things as being true. That
Okay.
the only purpose of food is nutrition, nourishment, and energy. That is its
Yes.
only purpose. The
Yes.
only problem it solves is hunger.
Yes.
Even if you don't feel it, even if you don't believe it right now, accept those things. Those two things is true.
Hmm.
And the third thing I ask you to accept is true is everything that you believe about food right now is a lie.
Amen.
Every everything you believe, everything you know is a lie, and then we start unpacking that and building from the ground up because all the stuff that has been pushed on us has not been for our health. It has been for the purpose of profit.
What do
Even
you
some of the
say to
even
people? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What someone said she's trying to lose 45 pounds and she wanted to know if people were doing the weight loss surgery. What do you say to people who say that they're always hungry? I'm
Mm,
always hungry.
yeah, yeah. So I would I would say let's look at what you're eating. Let's look at what you're eating right now because if your diet is full of processed foods,
Hmm.
you can't eat enough processed foods to satisfy your body's nutritional needs. I have
Yeah.
been to too many gas stations, too many convenience stores around lunchtime, filling up my car because I'm driving, right? And I see people walking out, and what they have in their hand is a bag of chips and a soda. That's lunch.
Hmm.
When your body is saying I am hungry, your body is saying give me some fresh fruits and vegetables. Give me
Yes.
some fresh fruits and vegetables and some high quality protein. Give me that.
Yes.
Right? Don't don't give me chips and a soda.
Hmm.
Don't give me a hamburger and french fries. Don't give me pizza. Don't give me any of that processed stuff. Give me something nutritious and nourishing for my body. Give me some broccoli, give me some green beans, give me a
Yes.
potato. Give me a potato, not french fries, because here's the thing. You can eat 6 potatoes a day, right? The potato, right, has been vilified. You can eat a potato has about 100 calories in it. But when
Hmm.
you start putting sour cream on it, you start putting cheese on it, you start putting the bacon bits on it, you start putting all that other stuff on it, you start putting the chili sauce on it. You
Mhm.
turn it into something other than what it is. You take that potato, you start frying it, right?
Mhm.
You start deep
Mhm.
frying it. You start putting it, in some sort of crust and frying it, putting some cheese sauce on it with some butter,
Mhm.
mashing it with cream cheese. You change it.
Yes.
You're changing it.
Mhm.
So you go pick up some French fries from a fast food place. That thing of French fries may have 355 calories in it, easily. The
Do you know when
potato,
I cook my fish, I have my little electric skillet. I put the chicken there, and I just put the whole potatoes, the little red potatoes, right on top of it. I
hmm
didn't even cut them open, and just let them cook until they're soft. Throw some
yes,
seasoning on it, and because I learned that apparently something's going on with this salt, my sea salt and my Himalayan salt, I put it in the corner on the table. I'm not eating. I'm not using it no more. I got
hmm
some other seasonings, but that satiated me.
yes, yes.
It
That's and,
satiated me.
and so back to this question of this situation of hungry all the time. If
Yes.
if you are truly hungry, everybody's different, right? If you are
Mhm.
if you are if you are truly hungry, then eat all the time. I eat all the time, right? I but what I'm doing is that I'll have a banana, and then 2 hours later I might have an apple. Then two
Mhm.
hours later I might have some carrots. Then 2 hours
Mhm.
later I might have some hummus. Then 2 hours later I
Mhm.
might have some salmon and some spinach.
Mhm.
Right? Little little snack sizes for me, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because that's what I like, But if you're hungry all the time, then nourish your body all the time. It is if you are truly hungry, right, and it's your body saying nourish me, then listen to your body and give it vegetables, right? So, and this
Mhm.
is how you can tell if you're really if it's really hungry. If you're really hungry,
Mhm.
okay, I'm hungry, and then I'm gonna pick up some broccoli. I'm gonna pick up some broccoli. I'm gonna pick up some steamed fish. I'm gonna eat some carrots, and I'm gonna get full. Now, if the idea of broccoli and steamed carrots and some fish doesn't appeal to you,
Mhm.
then you're probably not hungry. You probably just
That's.
want to eat. And there's a difference between wanting to eat and being hungry. The desire to eat and being hungry. So if you think, oh God, I'm hungry, I need to get something to eat, right?
Okay.
And it has come on slowly, right? It's probably hungry. But if something just hits you out of the blue and you think, oh God, I think I want some pizza. I think I want some fried chicken. I think I want a Hershey's bar. I think I want a Snickers. I think I want some cookies. I think I want that something. You fill in the blank. I think I want some potato chips.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
is likely not hunger. That is
Yes.
that is that is likely a craving for something. Something has come up, right? Something has come up that has sent you to the place where you have a desire for the pleasure you get from eating those things.
Mhm. Mhm.
So what I say to anybody that's dealing with cravings, and you haven't gotten to the point where you can figure out whether it's a craving or whether it's really
Mhm.
hungry. If you have a craving for something that you know is not nutritious or nourishing, and
Mhm.
you do your own research to figure that out, because we're not really talking about that now. But
Mhm.
we know what it is. The stuff that's got sugar, the stuff that's
Yeah.
got it's refined, it's processed, it's got
Yeah.
the flour, the salt, the fat. We know what that stuff is,
Mhm.
and you get a craving for it. Let's say you get a
Yeah.
craving for a piece of German chocolate cake. Let me just say that. You got
Mhm.
a craving for a piece of German chocolate cake, a craving for some macaroni and cheese.
Mhm.
Eat something nourishing. Go get
Yeah.
full. Get yourself some broccoli, carrots, and some steamed fish. Get
Yes.
full. And
Yeah.
if you still have the craving for the German chocolate cake, you know it's not hungry. You know that cake represents something emotional to you that you need to address. And this is why I say cravings are not a bad thing.
Mhm.
Cravings are a signal that there's something going on with us in an emotional place that we need to heal, that we haven't dealt with. So the craving is an opportunity for us to start unpacking it and starting to deal with it if we view it
Mm-hmm.
as that. And we can do that when we get full because we're not, because now, because we're eating for our health, we're eating to
Mm-hmm.
feed our brain, we're eating
Mm-hmm.
for performance, we're eating for proficiency, we're eating for cognition, then we can
Yes.
think clearly to process this thing that is causing some angst for us. But as
Yes.
long as we're in the food, as long as we're in the sugar, as long as we're in the refined flour, the salt, the fat, all that stuff that's not good for us, we are never going to be able to think and rise to the level of cognition that we need to in order to address what's um, plaguing us emotionally.
Oh
So
yeah.
when we pull off the processed foods, when we start eating whole nutritious foods, when we
Mm-hmm.
start eating some grapes, eating some strawberries, eating some blueberries, eating right, eating some pineapples, eating some apples. That's on the fruit
Mm-hmm.
side. I'm saying all that because I have a sweet tooth. I recognize that. But we start eating the broccoli, we start eating the greens, the carrots, the sweet potatoes, the cauliflower, the cabbage, the tomatoes,
Yes.
right? We
Yes.
start we start filling our bodies with that, then it helps us deal with the hunger.
Yes.
So find a vegetable that you like. I mean, I like greens. I love greens. I could eat greens every day. I, maybe that's not everybody's choice. Make a big pot of them. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're hungry all day, eat greens all day.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hungry all the time, eat some broccoli. Every time you're hungry, pick up a piece of broccoli. It doesn't have to be raw. You can
Mm-hmm.
steam it a little bit so you still have a little crunch. Pick up some
Yeah.
cauliflower. Sprinkle some of that no salt seasoning on it and have it chopped up. So yeah, eat every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Slice up some carrots and just have it all sitting around. And if you're a snacker, I'm a snacker, right? I can do that. I can snack on carrots all day long and get the crunch that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So when we when we deal with the consciousness and we deal with the reason, then it helps us more easily deal with the food and the how much.
Mm-hmm.
So that so that's the that's the scenario is to really get into just unpacking the emotions around the eating. We
Mm-hmm.
hear this phrase all the time, emotional eating. And what's presented to us so often is a meal plan. Here's what you eat. But if you look at that phrase emotional eating, it means I'm eating out of emotion, not because I'm
Mm-hmm.
hungry. So the logical thing is that all right, let's deal with the emotion. If you're eating out of the emotion, let's learn how to manage the emotion. Then you won't confuse it or use it instead of hunger. Instead of going directly to the food, let's learn how to manage the emotion. Let's learn how to identify it. Is it
Mm-hmm.
frustration? Is it anger?
Mm-hmm.
Is it fear? Is it loneliness? Is it tired? Is it exhaustion? Is it
Mm-hmm.
stress? Is it boredom? Is it grief? Is it anxiety? Is it
Mm-hmm.
uncertainty?
Mm-hmm.
Is it any of those things? How are those things how are those things how are those things showing up? How do you know that that's really what it is? What does that feel like? When does it happen? Who are you around when it happens? What time of day does it happen? What brings it up? What brings it up for you?
Mm-hmm.
When do you feel helpless? Like when
Yeah.
do you feel sorrow? When do you feel sadness? What is that? And when we're able to identify those emotions and identify them and then know it's okay to feel them, not only okay, but it's necessary. That's our humanity.
Mm,
Whenever we go through some sort of emotional place, we are expressing our humanity, and
yeah.
there's no shame in that, right?
Yeah.
We are in this culture. We're taught not to honor our emotions,
Exactly.
but we must honor our emotions, because as soon as we pull them out and look at them, then we
Hmm.
don't have to eat to cover them up. We don't have to
Exactly.
eat because we're ashamed of the emotion, because we don't
Hmm.
want to express it, because we want to deny the emotion.
Hmm.
But-
That's right.
And once we deal with the emotion, if you're an emotional overeater, deal with the emotion, then the desire to eat goes away.
And that's the truth.
Because you have to accept three things that are true. The only problem food solves is hunger. That's the first one, right? Its only purpose is nutrition, nourishment, and energy. And the
Hmm.
third of all, and the third is that everything you believe about food is a lie. And the big lie is that it can solve some problem other than hunger, that it is
Hmm.
comfort food, right? How many times have we said that? Those marketers
Yeah.
made that up. This is comfort food. And
Mm.
more times than not, the very food that they call comfort food causes some kind of discomfort
Yes.
in the end. It causes some comfort for them because they're getting paid, but discomfort for
Hmm.
you because of the impact that it's having on your body. And I want to explain right now why the comfort food language is a lie,
Hmm.
and why it's not the food, why it's never the food, but it's what we think about the food. All right. Anybody that is watching, put in the chat what your favorite comfort food is. Let's just see. Let's just
Hmm.
see what your favorite comfort food is. A lot of people say macaroni and cheese. That's something that comes up for them as a comfort food.
Hmm.
A lot of people,
Pound
some
cake,
people, some people say pound cake. Like, right?
sweet
Some
potatoes, and
people,
cornbread.
some people say fried chicken. Right?
Oh yeah, fried
Right?
chicken. Yes, Lord.
Yeah. So some people say potatoes. Some people
Yeah.
say
Oh
potatoes and
yeah,
gravy.
potatoes and
Right?
gravy.
Right?
Woo.
Right? All of that. And so we look at that phrase comfort food
Hmm.
and pick one. So what did you say? You said potatoes and gravy?
Yeah. Sweet potatoes and cornbread.
Sweet potatoes and cornbread.
Hmm.
So so tell me something. If you are allergic to corn and it makes you break out in hives, and it makes your throat swell up. It makes your ears itch and makes your eyes tear. Is it comfort food?
Oh no.
Right. It isn't. So it cannot be the food. If it was the food, then it would be comfort for everybody. But it's not. It's what you believe about the food.
About the
It's
food.
what
Yes.
it, that's where the comfort comes from. It's what you
Hmm.
associate with the food. So it's not the food. It's not the food. Oh, come get your favorite comfort. Come get your comfort food. It is
Hmm.
sweet potatoes and cornbread. Well, if sweet potatoes and cornbread makes you break out, how could it possibly be a comfort? So it is not the food. But if sweet potatoes and cornbread take you to this really sweet memory of being
Yeah.
in the kitchen with your mother and your sisters and your brothers and your family, and y'all always had it on Thursday night, and then you watched the Cosby's, and it was always so much fun, because then after that, then you played Monopoly, and you associated with that. Yeah, but it is the memory. It is the memory of that event
That
and that
food.
experience
Hmm.
that is the comfort, and the food just happened to be there, and
Yes.
so the food gets the credit, but it is not the food that is the comfort. It is that whole family experience. It is that whole memory. It is that whole memory that's attached to it. And so
Hmm.
when we get clarity around being able to, and clarity, I would say, is one of my superpowers. I put that in my 52-week group today. I asked you what your superpower are. Clarity, commitment, and consciousness. Those are my superpowers. superpowers.
Mm.
Clarity, commitment, consciousness. And
Yes.
when you get those things and you live in those things, and you can break free. You can break free and unpack all of this stuff that keeps us tied to food. See, we don't need to be tethered to food. We
Mm-hmm.
certainly we don't need to be tethered to processed food. We don't need to be tethered to sugar. We don't need to be tethered to salt, to processed flour, to genetically modified corn. We need to
Yes.
be processed to all these unhealthy fats, no matter what they look like, no matter what they taste like, no matter what we
Yes.
used to eat when we were younger.
Yes.
Yes, Heather, it's called bondage. And
Yes.
I'm so glad, Heather, that you called it out, because here's the truth. As long as we are slaves to food, we will never be free.
Amen.
And the fast food companies, the snack food companies, the junk food companies, they want to enslave us to our appetite.
Yes. Do you
And
know?
they are doing it in charge. And here's the thing: they charge us extra money. We pay extra money for the poison that they push on us. We
Yes.
pay a high price for the taste of something that ultimately causes disease in our bodies.
Yes.
Yes, Heather, we are coming out in the name of Jesus. We're coming out. We
Amen.
are coming out of this darkness. We're coming
Yes.
out of this darkness into the light to eat for our health and eat for our health only.
Yes.
Yes, because food is either going to cure or it's going to kill.
That's right.
It is not neutral. Everything it is going to heal us or it is going to hurt us.
Mm-hmm. I
And
want
it's
to
in
share this with you.
yeah.
On Tuesday, some of the people at the center had KFC. And I mean, they got a big old pretty box and it smelled like chicken. And don't you know, since I've been home, just at my house, I can smell that KFC in my nose.
Hmm.
And I said, I don't
Yeah.
know what that is, but I can smell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
but
We got to be mindful. We
yes,
got to be mindful. We got to be aware, and we have got to stop trusting that.
yes,
We trust it just because you can buy it in the grocery store and get it in a restaurant,
yes,
right? That it's okay. That we
yes.
trust that because but it is not the truth.
Yes.
We can do
Well,
our own
that's why when we
research.
go to other countries and when we go to cultural places to eat, many times they will serve something that's a unique food group that's natural. And we get like kimchi. We get to
Hmm.
try those types of things and we learn that we do enjoy it. And it's natural. I was having a hot soup at a Vietnamese restaurant. I said, "What is this?" She said, "It's broth." But the secret is you make it real hot and add the bone broth in there. It just does something to your body. It nourishes
Hmm.
you. It makes you feel
Hmm.
like you're just eating so well.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
was so happy. And I bought some too. I
And
was
and
so happy.
And what's beautiful about that, Deborah, Ann, is once it doesn't take long for our bodies to get used to us nourishing it in the proper way. And
Yes.
once we start doing it, we want to do it all the time because
Yes.
we have lived so long in ill health.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what good health feels like.
Exactly.
We have eaten food that does not nourish us for so long that we can't even appreciate what good nourishing food tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
Our taste buds our appreciation has been warped. It
Yes.
has been
That's
warped
why I'm
to think that
excited.
which is not good for us is. And
Yes,
go ahead.
that's why I'm excited about the mixed salads. I mean, they got kale salad, cabbage salad with all these different nuts in it. I can just pick them up, and I'm excited about that. Earlier this year, I wasn't excited about salad. I was like, let me get this bowls, and I know it's good for me. But now it's my piece. It's
Yeah.
my, and I realized put one in the refrigerator in my room, put the others in there, and just circulate as you eat this one. Circulate it. It gives
Hmm.
me joy to know I only have to deal with cooking my protein and my carb once a day or twice a day maybe. But
Hmm.
I can grab that salad and I found some zero sugar salad dressing. I feel empowered because I can grab
Yes.
my lunch, and even if I don't have any meat, the salad is big enough. I can eat some meat when I get home.
Hmm.
And
Yes,
and
it's
even if
free.
I don't believe everything I'm hearing, as I walk into it, I just act as if. And
Hmm.
before you know it, I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah, it's freeing. It's freeing.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I will tell you, Deborah. And one things that you can do with that salad, if it doesn't have meat on it, you want to put some protein in it, is just
Hmm.
keep some cooked beans. Oh, you're not eating beans, right?
No, I am eating beans now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Keep some cooked beans in the refrigerator. And,
Yes.
sprinkle some black beans on top of your salad, and you got your protein. And
Okay.
there are all sorts of vegetables that are high in protein, like Brussels
Okay.
sprouts. Brussels
Okay.
sprouts are high in protein, so
Okay.
you can get your protein without going to flesh if you don't want to. Um,
Okay.
but this is I'm so glad that we are having this conversation, because
Yes.
it is a perfect segue for something that is starting next week. Next
Yes.
next week I am starting this free online retreat
Yes.
Tuesday for an hour. It actually starts on the 8th and it goes through the 15th. It's 8 days. Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The retreat is called Mind Over Meals. And in this retreat, I'm going to take anybody who is ready how to change their mind about what they believe about food, eating, and hunger, about their emotions, and about their ability to reclaim your thoughts, reclaim your behavior, and reclaim your body and your life. We're going to do this. We're going to do it for 8 days. I'm going to share with you exactly the process that I use for the people that pay thousands of dollars to be in my private coaching program. I'm going to
Hmm.
pull out a week and I'm going to give you a sample. We're going to go through the B on the first day, begin and believe. We're going to meditate on that. We're going to visualize that. We're going to affirm that. We're going to write about that. On the second day, we're going to go to the R, which is rise up and reinvent. These old stories that are keeping you trapped, the new
Hmm.
stories that you want to embrace and free you. We're going to affirm it. We're going to write about it. We're going to visualize it. We're going to meditate on it. That's what we're going to do on the second day. On the third day, right? On the third day, we're going to talk about alignment and accountability, what that looks like, what that feels like, why that's important, how alignment and accountability is your key to freedom. We're going to write about that. We're going to meditate on it. We're going to visualize it. That's what we're going to do, right? We're going to affirm that. Then on the fourth day, we're going to deal with the fourth principle, which is nutrition and nourishment. This is all part of being brand new. There's some steps to it, right? Because you have to,
Hmm.
brand new thinking and brand new believing will give you brand new results in your life.
Mm.
So we're going to focus on nutrition and nourishment, which we've been talking about a lot tonight. We're
Yes.
gonna
What time is it,
we're gonna
Michelle?
affirm that. It's from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 8th through the 15th,
6 to 7.
6 to 7.
5 to 6 Central Standard. Okay,
That's
excellent. Okay.
Central Time. So nutrition, nourishment, energy. We're gonna affirm that. We're gonna meditate on that. We're gonna visualize that, and then we're gonna write about that. We're gonna write for our healing on that. Then we're gonna do
Amen.
the D, which is DSW. And I'm not talking about shoes. I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about drinking. I'm talking about drinking. I ain't talking about liquor either. I'm talking, you're going to do the drinking. We're going to do the writing. We're going to do the sleeping. We're going to talk about how these three things that are sometimes so overlooked are so
Hmm.
key in making the shift that we need to be successful in this journey. Those three things: getting the hydration, getting the water, getting the sleep, and doing the writing, because that's how we take our brain back. But there's a specific way to write to do that. And I'm going to
Yes.
teach you that. I'm going to teach you how to do that. That's
How
what
do
has
we
allowed
sign up?
me. I'm gonna tell you in just a second. I
Okay,
got three
thank
more.
you.
I got three more letters to do it. I got three more letters to do. Is this
Okay.
same process, this same writing has allowed me to be the same size now as I was 5 years ago when I did my photo shoot. When I
Mm,
finally lost weight and kept it off for good. And it's not a fight to do it. That's the thing. It's not a fight. It's
mm,
not a struggle to do it. It is a joy to do it when you learn how to get the skill to master it, to learn how to get the skill to master your emotions and to master your emotions around food, eating, and hunger. Right. So drink, sleep, and write, DSW. Then the next N in new is no is the new yes, because the reality is when you say no to one thing, you're saying yes to another.
amen.
When you say no to one thing, you say yes to another. And the reality is most people don't know what they want to say yes to.
Yes.
They don't know what they want to say yes to. Most people don't understand or even deserve that they believe that they deserve their yeses. So it's
Yes.
hard to say yes to something when you don't believe that you deserve it. So
Mm-hmm.
let's work on that. I deserve it. If you're listening right now, put that in the chat. I deserve it. I deserve
Amen.
it. I deserve this joy. I deserve this freedom. I deserve this peace. I deserve this power. I
Amen.
deserve this confidence. I deserve every single good thing that comes on this journey when I'm reclaiming my brain, when I'm reclaiming my life, when I'm reclaiming my health, right? When I am stepping into my purpose.
Yes.
I deserve it. You deserve it. Please put it in the chat. Let me see that. Let me see that you hear this. That this is making sense, that this is landing, that this is something that you want for yourself, that you believe that is possible for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I love that.
So
Yes, I
that's
deserve
what
it.
that's what this is all about. When you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to another. In
Yes.
in this training, you're going to learn how to stand in your no, to believe that, because when you stand in your no, other people will not challenge you. But you have to believe it first. When you get challenged on your nose, it's when people don't believe you. When they don't believe that you believe your own self. That's when they that's when they test you. That's when they test you. But if they know that you are solid in your no, they won't test you. They won't even try. Right? They will not even try. So when you learn that no is your new yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And then we go to E, and that's evaluate, ask, and think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will teach you how to do this. Evaluate, ask, and think before everything you put in your mouth, while it's in your mouth, and after it's in your mouth. You got
Mm-hmm.
to be asking, is this really food? Is this safe for me to eat? How do I know it's safe?
Mm.
Just because it was safe 5 years ago, even when you were a kid, doesn't mean that it's safe right now.
Exactly.
Is it safe? Not what does it taste like? Not is it good? Is it safe? Is it going to give my body, is it going to give my brain what I need to perform at my highest level today?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we eat, not because it tastes good. How am I going to function? How am I going to function in this life? How am I going to function in this world? What is this doing for me? What is this doing to me?
We are
That's
ready.
evaluate, ask, and think. We
We
need
are
to, we
ready
need
to
to,
sign up.
we sign up, because after you sign up at the end, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, "Wow, wow, look how you like me now. Look at me now. Look what I have learned in just 7 days. Wow!" And here's how you sign up. You sign up, and you go to. You know what? Here's how you sign up. You go to michellepettis.com/retreat.
Awesome. Okay. I tried to
michellepettis.com.
copy and paste the ad in my community page.
Uh-huh.
So it's in there too.
And if you have any problem with that, just email me directly. I'll send you the link. In fact, let's
Okay.
just do that. Just email me directly. I will send you the link. Michelle at michellepettis.com.
Yeah, that's in the description already, and your TED Talk.
Oh yeah, listen to the TED Talk. You want to get fired up,
Yes.
right?
Oh
Want to
yes.
get
Oh yes.
want to get fired up.
No,
Listen to that TED Talk.
this is
But
wonderful, Michelle. The topic for today is, what do we need to unpack to ensure success in our weight loss journey? And we have been giving some keys to the kingdom, and an invitation for counseling, for coaching, and for the free retreat starting next week. So I definitely want to keep promoting it every single day up until next Tuesday and beyond, Michelle, on my community and on my main pages. So please let me give me what I need to do that. And we are going to sign off, but we want to say that there is hope for those who are overweight and obese, and those who have food problems but you can't tell because you're not overweight. Those are two
yeah,
categories of people. But we have comfort here in this group. We have comfort in Michelle's counseling and coaching class. We have comfort in the writing class. And we have hope in the free 8-day retreat. You can't beat that.
yep.
So thank you for your service, Michelle. Thank you for what you've done to help me on my way. Thank you. You have
I am.
made the
Oh,
difference.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you. I just like you make my heart happy. You really do.
Thank
And
you.
Deborah, thank you for this platform. I'm
Oh,
thankful for
thank you.
you. I thank you for all that you do, for the support and the encouragement and the inspiration that you provide to your viewers. And I just want anybody to know when you're ready, we're gonna be here.
Yes, we are.
When you're ready, we're
Yes,
gonna
we
be
are.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we will get everybody signed up. And thank you, Michelle. It's been a great. I love it when we go over, but it's been so great when we go over because we get to hear more nuggets to replace the noise in our head with some real encouragement that's going to lead us to success. So thank you so much, Michelle. Thank everybody. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Look in the description. You'll see ways to support the channel. You'll see Michelle's TED Talk, her email, and her website directly to get signed up. So go ahead and do that, okay? Peace and hair grease, everybody. Thanks, Michelle. See y'all next time.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.